Hey YouTube, welcome back to Second Revision. This is our second episode and we're going to do a short video on soldering, which is going to lead into our next project. I have a device that has some stranded wire, and I want to use this device on a breadboard. To make it easier to use on a breadboard, I'm going to solder some solid wire to the stranded wire. The first thing I'm going to do is twist two of the wires together. It helps if you kind of bend the wire back and loop it around the stranded wire. Now we have two wires that are twisted together. We're going to attach them to our stand and begin soldering. The next thing you want to do is add some flux to the wires. It helps if you get a Q-tip, get a little bit of flux on the Q-tip, and add it to your wires. The next step is to solder. You want to get your solder and your soldering iron, and what you don't want to do is you don't want to apply the solder directly to the soldering iron. You want the soldering iron to heat up whatever you are trying to solder and then apply the solder to the part. Now that we've finished soldering our wires together, we want to insulate the bare solder joints with some shrink tube. If we didn't have any shrink tube, you can also use electrical tape. Now that we've finished, this will make it a lot easier to plug our wires into the breadboard. Next, we're going to attach some wires to some solder pads on our addressable LEDs. The next step is to add some flux. After that, we're going to solder the wires that we just stripped to these solder pads. Due to the fact that I do not have three hands, we're going to tin the copper pads first before adding the wires. If you enjoyed that video, hit the thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to be notified about our next videos, go ahead and hit that little bell icon also. And remember, if you guys want to see something in particular, go ahead and leave that in the comments and we will try to make a video about whatever you guys want to see.